Well, it's that time of the year again, only this time not 8 months late. 2022 had a handful of major releases that broke onto the scene, and also some that did not. The undeniable top spot had to go to Elden Fingers, a well-established and loved genre of game that evolved and blew every type of player's expectations out of the water, including mine. Small side note, I did not play this game. Well, more so I tried and it didn't run well on my PC, so I just perished. It'll just sit in my library until I one day figure out how to make it work. In the meantime, I just played everything else. This year had some great multiplayer offerings. Overwatch 2 was really just an unfinished patch that progressively became more playable and fun over time. I think.
Good try, bro. Good try.
5v5 is a vastly improved experience and even better with friends. Although the pits of solo queue will also gladly take any player in. Gary's mod continues to prove that a near 20-year-old engine can still captivate and draw people in, which is honestly staggering.
Why are you singling me out? Why are you saying, why do you want me to leave the loitering zone? What about everyone else here? Why are you doing that? Hey, yo, grenade!
Got on safety now.
Alright, what else was there? Among Us VR? Yep, that happened. But what took up the real meat of my time once again was the single stuff. Some big names, some indie, all outstanding. Kirby has always been one of the de facto, easygoing, fun-for-all platforming series, and was actually one of my first introductions to video games. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror is what took me in, and turned me into a real-life gamer. So when the pink puffball finally took their first big steps into the third dimension, I couldn't help but love everything about it. Cute characters, fun power-ups and gimmicks, a horrifying, all-consuming final boss. Yep, this is Kirby. It's what every fan knows and appreciates with a plethora of new ideas to keep it going. I couldn't be happier with how it all came out. There's also a cool monkey, so easy winner. Point-and-click games were never really my cup of tea, usually containing overcomplicated UI, puzzles that initially seemed difficult, but actually amount to clicking these two particular objects together, so more often than not, was problems diluted into, which items am I supposed to click on top of each other? However, Perfect Tides took me in and kept me hooked the whole way through. It tells a coming-of-age story for a teenage girl set in the year 2000, and while it seems a little typical, the writing draws you into this broken-up family from the perspective of someone emotionally maturing and trying to discover who they really are. So many feelings are captured and crammed down your throat all at once, and it's astounding. On top of that, it's full of that early 2000s charm. Lots of AOL messaging, punk culture, and classic video games. This is the point and click that, personally, I would never skip. Spiritfarer is like if you took Animal Crossing and made it 10 times sadder. A beautifully animated game where you take over the role of Charon, the Riverman, accompanying lost souls to their final resting place. It becomes your goal as river person to help tie up their loose ends and give them a peaceful respite. As you play, you of course get to know each and every character that becomes a passenger. Their personality, their hobbies, favorite foods, how they hug, all of it. So when the time finally comes to send them off, shit hurts, man. But as you continue to sail around this massive river of life and death, you take in pieces of those who ride alongside you, and learn a little bit about yourself too. It's a slow burn game filled with dozens of tasks to accomplish alongside bigger branching quests for your spirit friends. A very soft, saddening, and sweet journey that takes in all sorts of themes and ideas. There's also a cute cat, so another easy win. I can't say much about what hasn't already been said about God of War Ragnarok. An all-out slugfest between these insanely powerful characters accompanied by a moving and beautifully handcrafted story of father and son, so many perfectly executed themes, so many heart-wrenching moments, and an outstanding ending. Fun fact, I played every game in the series this year leading up to the release, and it's a doozy watching the development of Kratos as a character. I cannot recommend going back and playing these games more than enough if you haven't already. As I've gotten older, Pokemon games have continued to become less and less exciting to me. With each new release, finishing the story would end up feeling more like an obligation than magical and awe-inspiring. Something needed to change. Luckily, Game Freak decided to take on the challenge of trying something new, and it worked pretty well. Pokemon Legends Arceus is that open world journey fans have theory-crafted for years. When a home console Pokemon game came to mind, this is pretty close to what everyone was thinking. It definitely still has some shortcomings, as most Pokemon games do, but it's an innovation that I found welcome regardless. This is what drew me back into that feeling I thought I had lost for Pokemon long ago, and for that, I can't help but appreciate it. Hades was probably my biggest comfort game over all of 2022. This last year wasn't super fantastic for me, lots of big transitional periods and stressful ones at that. But no matter what, it was always cathartic to sit down and crack open Hades for an hour or two. The endless loop of escaping from hell while slowly piecing together the plot, working towards building up Zagreus and crafting fun builds. All of these factors were aligned perfectly by Supergiant to create a thrilling game that I could never tire of. There is a line of dialogue for every moment, every little detail, and so much of it shines through the more you play. That first successful escape attempt was blood pumping and made me jump out of my seat in excitement. No other game I played this year brought so many lovable aspects together in one package. Hades is incredible. Surely there's no other way this could be repeated.
Wait for me, Father. I'll be there soon.
Nah, no matter what, I know Supergiant got me. Let's go! So yeah, that's my 2022 faves. I wanted to cap this off by saying thank you to each and every one of you who takes time to sit down and watch my stuff, especially this year. The fact that I even have a small group of people who take the time to view anything I make is honestly incredible. Another big milestone was me hitting 100 subscribers. I've been on and off making videos on YouTube for 7 years now, and the fact that I was able to hit such a personal milestone is just, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like off script for real, I don't even know what to say. I just really appreciate it. So, going forward, I got some more stuff down the pipeline, and I hope you'll stick around. Thank you again, and have a good one.